Now comes the exercise. We have discussed a lot of things. On those things, there is one exercise, exercise 1A, which is on the page number 14 of your book. So the very first question says that find the value of. Find the value of. Like in part first. In part first, part A, it is saying mod of 425. Mod of 425. So 425 is already positive. What will be the positive form of this number? It will be the same number. So 425 is going to be the answer. Because mod makes what? The number positive. B, mod of minus 618. Minus 618. So mod of this number will make it positive. The negative sign will be removed. So 618. C, minus of mod of minus 873. Now minus 873, on applying the mod function, it will become 873. And the minus in front of it will remain as it is. So the answer will be minus 873. Now in this question there was mod function, but because there is a minus sign in front of it, the answer is coming out to be in negative. Let's see the second part. You can pause the video and you can note down the solution. In the second part, it is saying that you have to find the value of x when mod of x is equals to 44. Mod of x is equals to 44. Now mod of x is 44. The result is given. The number has been asked. So if the mod is 44, the number can be positive as well as negative also. इसके अंदर जो नंबर है वो पॉजिटिव और नेगेटिव भी हो सकता है, क्योंकि पॉजिटिव 44 रहेगा तो उस पे मॉड फंक्शन लगेगा तो भी पॉजिटिव 44 आएगा, और नेगेटिव 44 रहेगा उस पे मॉड फंक्शन लगेगा तो भी 44 आएगा. So the value of x will be written as like this, plus minus 44. Both of the signs will be used together. ऐसा हम कर सकते हैं, मैथ्स में ये रूल है. मैथ्स में ये रूल है, plus minus both of the sign and this. This means what? X can have a value of plus 44 also and a value of minus 44 also. So you can write down like this also, you can write down like this also. Both are correct. Both are correct. Then part B, mod of x plus 2 is equals to 24. Mod of x plus 2 is equals to 24. So for solving it, it is a type of equation. Just keep the mod of x on one side and rest of the things transpose it on the other side. तो प्लस 2 को उधर ले जाएंगे ऑन द राइट हैंड साइड. तो प्लस 2 जब राइट हैंड साइड जाएगा, कोई भी चीज जब अपना साइड चेंज करती है तो उसका साइन चेंज हो जाता है. तो प्लस 2 विल बिकम व्हाट? माइनस 2. प्लस 2 माइनस 2 बन जाएगा. तो 24 माइनस 2 विल गिव यू व्हाट? 22. 24 माइनस 2 आपका 22 देगा. यानी मॉड ऑफ एक्स इज इक्वल टू 22. तो यानी वो नंबर जिसका पॉजिटिव जो है वो 22 हो जाएगा. तो वो नंबर क्या हो सकता है? दैट नंबर कैन बी प्लस माइनस 22, क्योंकि प्लस 22 का भी मॉड फंक्शन 22 देगा और माइनस 22 का भी मॉड फंक्शन 22 देगा. तो प्लस माइनस 22 विल बी द आंसर. थर्ड पार्ट, mod of minus x is equals to 12. Now see, you have to think of that x can have what values. X can be positive 12 because positive 12 का negative sign and then mod function will be applied, it will give you the result 12. And if you take the negative 12, negative will become positive, and again mod function will give you 12. So in this case also, x can have positive 12 value or negative 12 value. Both of the values can be assigned to x. Question number 2. Question number 2 is saying that write these numbers in orders. You have to write the numbers in orders. Let us take the first part. So in first part the numbers are 16 minus 8, 2 minus 10, 5 and 9. You have to arrange the numbers in order from smallest to greatest. That means ascending order. So find out the smallest number among them. Look out for the negative numbers first, because negative numbers are more smaller than the positive numbers. And in negative, the bigger the value, the number is the smallest. The value is the smallest. So minus 10 is going to be the smallest. Then after minus 10, minus 8 will come. After minus 8, 2 will come. Now we are entering the positive side. After 2, 9 will come. And after 9, 16 will come. So this is going to be the order. Negative side, the more the bigger the number, the smallest is the value. Question number 3. Question number 3, there is a table is given. In table there is one column in which it is for the location, where the location is mentioned as PQRS, and another column is of elevation. Elevation means height. So elevation is given, and that elevation is in meters. So this is the elevation, that is height in meters. Now according to the table you have to answer the questions that follow. So the first question is saying that which location is farthest from the sea level? Which location is the farthest from the sea level? Sea level means what? Sea level means the zero level. And if you are going above the sea level, the value is going to be positive, and if you are going below the sea level, the value is going to be negative. Now it do not need to be it do not plays any significant role that whether it is positive or negative. It just positive and negative is telling you the direction, that it is above the sea level or below the sea level. You have to tell the distance, and distance do not get specified with any sign positive or negative. Distance is distance. So minus 205 means 205 meters below the sea level. 1200 means 1200 above the sea level. Minus 1800 means 1800 below the sea level. And 250 means 250 above the sea level. So which one is the farthest? Farthest means the greatest distance. So the greatest distance can be found out by finding out the mod of these functions, these values. So mod of minus 205 is 205. Mod of 1200 is 1200. Mod of minus 1800 is 1800. And mod of 250 is 250. Now see which one of them is the bigger number. 1800. So 1800 is the distance which is the farthest distance, and that is the distance of R. So answer will be R. R is the farthest among all the locations. Now the second part. In second part it is asking which location is the nearest to the sea level. Which location is the nearest to the sea level? So go for the minimum value. The minimum value is 205. Mod of which will give you 205. So it is the minimum value, which means the minimum distance. So this P is at the nearest location. Right. Third part. In third part you have to arrange them from greatest elevation to the least elevation. Greatest elevation to the least elevation. So decreasing order. So the positive, in positive you have the greatest value is 1200, then you have 250 among the positive values. Then comes the negative values. In negative values there is minus 205, and then the most negative value is minus 1800, which is the least value. So 1200 is a value of Q, 250 is the value of S, 205 is the value of P, and 1800 is the value of R. So Q is at the highest elevation, then there is S, then comes the P, and then comes the R. So this will be the order. Question number 4. Question number 4 says that add the following. You have to do the work of addition over here. Okay, I am taking the first part. There are 6 parts. So the first part is saying that 145 plus 1362. So you have to add them. So both are positive number, there is no problem. Just write down one below it and add them. 2 plus 5, 7, 6 plus 4, 10, 3 plus 1, 4 plus 1, 5, and 1. So the answer is going to be 1507. Both the answers were having the same sign, that is the positive sign, so there was no problem. Now if you take the second part, one number is in negative minus 274, the other one is also in negative minus 2593. So again no problem, both are having the same type of sign. And when both are negative, we are again do the work of addition. So 2593 and 274. On adding them you will get 7, 2867. And both are having negative sign, so answer will also have the negative sign. Now I am taking 6th part, the last one. Some of the questions you will do on your own, and if you are facing problem in that, you can tell me. So minus 320 plus 812. Right, it has been written in brackets, so bracket will be removed. Bracket can be removed and can be written like this. So one number is in positive, the other number is in negative. When the signs are opposite, we do the work of subtraction. When the signs are opposite, we do the work of subtraction. So we'll write the bigger number. The bigger number is 812. The smaller number is 320. We will subtract it. So 2, 1 carry 11 minus 2, 9, 7 minus 3, 4. 492. So 492, and the bigger number, इन दोनों में से बड़ा कौन है? 812. तो उसकी साइन क्या है? प्लस साइन. सो आंसर विल ऑल्सो हैव द सेम साइन, यानी प्लस साइन. तो प्लस को हम लिखते नहीं, तो 492. क्वेश्चन नंबर 5. In question number 5, you have to subtract the sums. You have to subtract the problems. So in the first one, it is easy. 432 minus 128. So 1 carry, 12 minus 8, 4. Here will be 2, 1 carry 12 minus, here will be 2, 2 minus 2 will be 0, and 4 minus 1 will be 3. So 304 will be answer, no problem in this. But if you look at the second problem, here the first number is minus 108 and the other number is minus 65. So minus 108 minus 65. Now when both the numbers are in negative, what we do? We do the work of addition. We do the work of addition. So 8 plus 5, 13, 1 carry, 1 plus 6, 7 and 1, so 1. Both the numbers are in negative, so answer will also be in negative. So remember the rules. Remember the rules. Now let us see the sixth part. Minus 317 minus 500 minus 317 minus, bracket means multiplication, minus into minus will give you plus. One number is positive, the other number is negative. You have to do the work of subtraction. Subtract the smaller number from the bigger number. So 1 carry 10, 10 minus 7 3, 9 minus 1 8 and 4 minus 3 1. And sign will be of the bigger number, so the bigger number is having positive sign, so we will place positive sign. So no need to write the positive sign. 183 is going to be the answer. Question number 6 says that you have to simplify. So I am taking the first part, second part is your homework. The first part it is saying that's minus 18, then plus 12, then there is minus, then in brackets there is minus 4, and then plus, and in brackets there is minus 16. So minus 18 as it is, note it down, plus 12, note it down, minus into minus, bracket means multiply, brackets means multiply. So minus into minus will give you plus 4 and plus into minus will give you minus 16. Now check out for the positive numbers. 12 plus 4, positive numbers, so add them together. 12 plus 4 will give you 16 plus 16. And check out for the negative numbers. Negative numbers will be added together and positive numbers will be added together. So minus 18 minus 16 will give you minus 8 plus 6, 14 and 1 and 34, minus 34. So finally you are getting minus 34 plus 16. Now one number is negative, one number is positive. Do the work of subtraction. Subtract the smaller number from the bigger number. 1 carry 14, 14 minus 6, that is 8. And here will be 2, 2 minus 1, that will be 1. So the answer is minus 18. Minus 18. Now one alternative method, another method of doing this is that, suppose you are getting minus 18, then you are getting plus 12, then you are getting plus 4 and then you are getting minus 16. So 12 plus 4 is 16, positive 16, and here is negative 16. So positive 16 will be cancelled out with the negative 16. So what remains is your answer, that is minus 18 is your answer. So you will have to do the less calculations. It will become easier. Again I am repeating it. Positive 12, positive 4. On adding them it will become positive 16 and this is negative 16. Positives and negatives cancel out each other. So plus 16 minus 16 will be 0. So this becomes 0 and the remaining part is your answer. Question number 7. Question number 7's first part. In this question you have to fill up the numbers, fill up the blanks, and you have to name the property, that what kind of property can be stated by these numbers. So you have 32, then you have a blank, and on the next hand side, right hand side you have minus 42, plus there is a blank. So a number, blank, a number and blank. So you will write this number over here, minus 42. And here minus 42 is first and then we will write the second number will be 32. because by making this we can show the property of the commutative law. Yes, we can make the property of commutative. So 32 minus 42 plus 32 minus 10 minus 10, right? And the property is commutative law. Second part. Second part, there is 64 plus brackets, in another bracket there is minus 11 plus 8 bracket close is equals to, on the next hand side there is a blank plus minus 11, then bracket, and then again there is a blank. So here are three numbers, and by three numbers, two of them are being added together. We can think of it as the property of associative law. So here we need to fill the first number, that is 64, and here the third number, that is 8. Now 64 plus minus 11 plus 8 will give you minus 3. 64 minus 11 will give you 53. 64 minus 3 will give you 61. 53 plus 8 will give you 61. So this property is what? This property is associative law. Or associative property. The third one. In the third one there is a blank, then plus minus 4, then equals to minus 4, then there is again blank, and then last there is equals to minus 4. So what can be that number which can be added to this number so that result is same? Result is same. So that number is 0. So we place 0, 0. And this property is what? This property is additive identity. Additive identity. Right. Question number 8. Question number 8 says that you have to write the additive inverse. Additive inverse. So what is additive inverse? The negative of that sign, the number. So of 28, the additive inverse will be minus 28. No problem in that. Of minus 125, the additive inverse will be 125, the opposite sign of that. Of mod of minus 89, mod of minus 89 will become 89, and then its additive inverse will be minus 89. So this is it's 0. 0's additive inverse will be 0 itself, because 0 is a neutral number. It neither comes in negative nor in positive. So opposite of that can be the number itself. So 0 additive inverse is 0. Question number 9 is a word problem. In that there are statements. You have to first of all understand the question. So the question says that Ronak rode a roller coaster. Ronak rode a roller coaster. He was at an elevation of 55 meter above the mean sea level. Mean means average. So 55 meter above sea level he was when he started the ride. When the roller coaster ride started, he was above the sea level 55 meters. During the ride, the elevation changes. Now during the ride, as the roller coaster rides up and down, so the elevation changes, the height changes from up to down and then up and then down, so according to that. So during the ride, the elevation changes from 412 meters to minus 25 to 272, minus 343, 490, minus 640 and 50. What is his elevation relative to the mean sea level at the end of the ride? So at the end of the ride, what is the elevation what is the elevation relative to the mean sea level? What is the elevation, final elevation? So when you have to find the total of the elevation, that what is his final elevation, the elevation was changing at different stages to different heights. So final elevation will be find out by finding out the sum, the net of all the elevation. So let us add all the elevations together. So the journey started 55 meter above 55 meter above the sea level. Now this is the sea level, this is the roller coaster, and the journey started like this. So different heights was being achieved. So 55 meter, at the 55 meter of height it started. Then there was 412 meter, the height changed to 412 meter. Then minus 125 meter, that is the negative side. Then 272 meters on the positive side. Then minus 343 meter on the negative side, and then 490 meters on the positive side. Then minus 640 meter on the opposite side, and then 50 meters. So add all the positive ones together. These are the positive values, add them together. So 490, then 412, then 55, 272, then 55, and then 50. On adding them you will get what? 2 plus 2, 4 plus 5, 9. 9, 1, 10, 7, 17, and 10, 27, 2, 4, 2, 6, 6, 4, 10 to 12, 1, 2, 7, 9. Add the negative values together. Negative values together. Minus 125, minus 343, and minus 640. So you get 8, 4 plus 4, 8 to 10, 6 to 8, 3, 11, and minus. Now there is one of them is positive, 1279, the positive ones, and the negative values on adding them we get 1108. So one is positive and the other one is negative. So 9 minus 8, 1, 7 minus 0, 7, 2 minus 1, 1, and 1 minus 1, 0. So 171 meters is the final elevation. Next is question number 10. Question number 10 says that the base of the Hawaiian volcano Mauna Loa is about 13,000 meters below the mean sea level. Mean sea level से 13,000 meter below है. And its summit is about 4,170 meters above the mean sea level. और जो उसका summit है यानी top point वो 4,170 meter above the sea level है. Find the difference between the elevation of the Mauna Loa summit and its base. तो जो माउंटेन का बेस है और जो उसका समिट है उसके बीच की डिस्टेंस क्या है? तो इट इज लाइक दिस. सपोज दिस इज माउंट Mauna Loa. This is its summit. That is the topmost point. And this is its base. And this is supposed to be the sea level. So the base is 13,000 meters below the sea level. 13,000 or 1300? 13,000. 13,000 meters below the sea level. And the summit is 4,170 meters above the sea level. 4,170 meters above the sea level. So you have to find the difference between the elevation and the base. You have to find the distance between the elevation and the base, this total distance. So the total distance will be 4170 meters is positive, but 13,000 meter is negative. So we will keep it in mod because we have to find the distance. We have to find the distance. So we don't take the negative value, we take the mod of that function, mod of that value. So 4170 plus 13,000 meters. On adding the two, you will get sorry. On adding the two, you will get 0, 7, 1, 3 and 4, 7, and then again 1. So 17,170 meters is the distance between the summit and the base. Between the summit and the base. Question number 11 says that an elevator is 12 meters below the ground. An elevator is 12 meters below the ground. So let this position be the ground. This is the path of the elevator. And the elevator is at a position of 12 meters below the ground, right? Then it descends to a point 100 meter below the ground. Then elevator descends, मतलब it goes down और नीचे जाता है up to a depth of 100 meters. Up to a depth of 100 meters from the ground. What is its change in the elevation of the elevator? तो जो elevator की position है उसमें change कितने का आया? तो 100 meter is the final position minus 100 because it is below the ground, and minus you have to find out the change, the difference. So for difference you subtract. Minus 12 meters because this 12 will also be taken as negative because it is below the ground. Above the ground will be taken positive sign, but it is not going above the ground. So below the ground the negative sign is taken. So minus 100 minus plus 12. So it will give you minus 88. So minus 88 meter means 88 meter below the ground. So the elevation change brought about is 88 meter below the ground. This is going to be the answer. Then question number 12. Question number 12 is the MCQ type question. In that 4 options are given. You have to choose the correct option. The question says that you write an essay for your final exam worth 40 marks. You write an essay for your final exam worth 40 marks. The teacher deducts 12 points for incorrect grammar. The teacher deducts 12 points, yani the teacher subtracts 12 points. See, or he subtracts means does the minus of that. Question number 12. You write an essay for your final exam worth 40 marks. You are going to write an essay in your exam and the marks allotted for that essay is 40 marks. The teacher deducts 12 points for incorrect grammar. Deducts means subtraction. So the teacher is subtracting 12 marks for the incorrect grammar which you have used. And gave 7 bonus points for creativity. And for your creativity, what you have bring about something new you have written in your essay, or something creative you have done in your essay which was out of the box. So for that you are getting to get 7 bonus points, 7 marks. So which expression does not represent your final score? Among the 4 expressions, which one is not the expression of your final score? So the first one is 40 minus 12 plus 7. So 40 is the total marks, 12 is being subtracted for incorrect grammar, 7 is being added for creativity. So it is correct? It is correct. Second expression. Second expression is 40 plus minus 12 and then plus 7. Again 40 is for your correct, for the total answer, minus 12 is for the incorrect grammar and 7 is for the bonus point. So it is also correct. It is correct. Third expression. Third expression is mod of 40 plus mod of minus 12 plus 7. Now what will happen? Mod of 40 will give you a positive 40. Mod of minus 12 will give you positive 12 and then plus 7. So 40 is your total marks. 12 should be deducted, but it is here being added, and 7 is added for creativity. That is correct. But here 12, for incorrect grammar, it should be subtracted, but it is being added, so it is incorrect. So the third option is incorrect. Let us check the fourth one also. The fourth one says that mod of 40 minus mod of minus 12 then plus mod of 7. So now mod of 40 will give you 40 minus mod of minus 12 will give you 12 and then mod of 7 will give you 7. So 40 minus 12 for incorrect grammar and plus 7 for creativity, it is correct. So the third option is the incorrect one. So mark out the third option. So the final temperature is minus 2 degrees Celsius. So in order to find out the change in the temperature, we will need to subtract from the final temperature the initial temperature. So 2 degrees Celsius minus 2 degrees Celsius minus earlier it was 10 degrees Celsius. So minus 2 degrees Celsius and minus 10 degrees Celsius both are negative, so both will be added. So minus 12 degrees Celsius. There is a change of minus 12 degrees Celsius. So the option B will be the correct one. Option B is the correct one, as it has fallen below. So it has fallen below, so the answer will have a negative sign.